Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election. In this video, I want to show how Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, will move from third position to first position. Because I know that this is an issue that is agitating the mind of some supporters of Peter Obi. Because going by the result released and announced by INEC, Peter Obi is occupying number 3 position. Yet there is strong feeling that Peter Obi won this election. So how is it going to be? Peter Obi moving from third position to first position will not be like that of Uzodinma of Imo State, who moved from fourth position to first position in a controversial circumstance. Peter Obi's own will be so glaring that everybody will agree that it's the right thing that was done. It will be so glaring. So I will show how this is possible right now, because I'm sure many people are concerned about that reality, that Peter Obi is occupying number 3 position now. Yet, Peter Obi is insisting that he won this election, the 2023 presidential election. And before I go further on this, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. Now, I want to tell you a little story so that you understand where we are going to and about the man Peter Obi. In his back page column of Thursday, Olusegun Adeniyi, the chairman of the editorial board of this day, wrote in his column, he said that he met with Peter Obi recently at a mutual friend's place, and that Obi narrated some of his experiences navigating around the country for his campaign. And Olusegun Adeniyi said that some of the things they talked about, he will not write about it until the court matter is finished. But one big takeaway from the discussions he said he had with Peter Obi is that Peter Obi strongly believed that he won the election. He said that from what he listened to Peter Obi, the conversation they had, Peter Obi felt strongly that he won the election and that he's ready to go the whole hog to prove that he won the election. Now, which means you have to ask yourself, why is it that the person that came third on the INEC release result announced by Professor Yakubu, how does he hope to come first? That is the mystery that I will unravel in this video. Now, let me first of all tell you that in Lagos, Peter Obi scored over 983,000 votes. Tinubu got about 150,000 votes, 155,000 votes. Now, while PDP got about 101,000 votes. This figure I'm giving you is from the situation room of the People's Democratic Party. This is not even from Labour Party's situation room, but it shows you an indication of what will happen when all these votes that were padded and allocated to Tinubu are cut off, and they will be cut both in Lagos, and more votes will be added to Peter Obi. They will be cut in Akwa Ibom. It will be cut in Rivers State. It will be cut in Plateau State. And Peter Obi will be given the real scores, the real figures that he got. And when all these are over, you will now realize why Peter Obi is so sure that he won the election. And you will also discover, it will become a settled matter, that Peter Obi will have the highest number of valid votes cast in the presidential election. You know that Section 134, subsection 2A and B of the 1999 Constitution gave criteria for somebody to qualify to be declared president or president-elect in the presidential election. Now, it's in subsection 2B, that's 134 subsection 2B. It says where there are more than 2 candidates that contested an election, the person that will be declared president must have majority of the votes cast. That's number one. The person must have 25% of the states, must get 25% of the valid vote cast in 24 states across the country and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Right now, only Peter Obi met the qualification of getting 25% in Abuja. He is the only one that got 62%. No other person. Kwakwaso did not meet that target, that threshold. Aswad-Bola Tinubu did not meet that threshold, and ordinarily he ought not to have been sworn in, ought not have been declared the president-elect for not meeting this particular criteria. Of course, this will be a subject of disputation at the Supreme Court. Atiku Abubakar did not meet that threshold. Atiku Abubakar got about 16% of the vote in Abuja. Tinubu about 20%. Peter Obi 62%. Rabiu Kwankwaso 1%. Now, how is Peter Obi going to get this mandate? How is he going to prove? I have already told you that one of the proofs that he will have to present is all these exaggerated figures they gave to Tinubu and the PDP in some states. By the time the accurate report results from the polling units are matched with what is in the server, it will become apparent that Peter Obi is the man that will have the highest vote. Already you can see that PDP presidential candidate, they are more interested that the election be cancelled. They are more interested right now that the election be cancelled, which appears unlikely. So going by the results right now available, if they do proper counting and match the polling unit votes with what is in the server, you will see great disparity between what was allocated to Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar, and you will see Peter Obi rise up and become the number one. That I can tell you for free. Right now, look at the figures as we have it. Tinubu has 8,794,726 votes as announced by INEC for now. Atiku, 6,984,520 votes. Peter Obi, 6,000,000 101,533 votes. Rabiu Kwankwaso, 1,496,687 votes. Now, the difference between Tinubu and Peter Obi, the difference between their votes is 2,693,193 votes. The difference between Atiku and Peter Obi is votes is 882,987 votes. These figures may look large, the difference, but I can tell you for free, with the figures that is being gathered from the polling units and the gap that P2B was giving these people, it will be wiped off without much stress when the right allocation of votes will be given to Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Rivers State, his rightful vote in Akwa Ibom, his rightful vote in Benue State, his rightful vote in several other states, Bayelsa, everywhere, Akwa Ibom. You discover that the strength or the volume was you find out that the number of votes that Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu will have as his rightful vote will become so small that P2B will give him gap and give Atiku Abubakar gap. That is the essence. That is one of the things that is giving P2B courage that he can beat these guys, that he is the one that won the election. Now, if you go by the results released by INEC right now, P2B won in 12 states. Atiku Abubakar won in 12 states. Tinubu won in 12 states. Now, in general, right now, there are about 19 states. If you combine them, there are about 19 states that P2B have spread on. 19 states. That's 25%. The 12 states he won, that one is a given. Then he has extra 7 states where he has gotten 25% of the vote cast. And in fact, some of those places, it is believed that he won them. Okay? P2B has gotten, let me give you the states that P2B won all the states in Southeast. That's 5 states. He won 3 states of the South. That's 8 states. Because he won Delta, Cross River, and Edo. That's 8 states. Then he won 3 states in the Middle Belt. That is FCT, Nasarawa, and Plateau. That makes 8 plus 3, that's 11 states. Okay? Then plus Lagos State, making 12. Now, these are the states that P2B has gotten 25%, more than 25% of the vote cast, based on the present record of INEC before P2B will challenge it up to the Supreme Court, and the real result has to be presented. P2B has 25% in Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Benue, Taraba, Adamawa, Kaduna, Rivers States. Now, P2B is also contesting the results from Southwest. P2B won Lagos State, which is in the Southwest. But the way they allocated the votes in Southwest, they deliberately did that to deny P2B 25% in Southwest, in all the rest of the Southwest. But it is believed that P2B actually won some states in the Southwest And where he didn't win, he has more than 25%, which will become very clear when the polling unit votes are compared with what is in the beavers. That is what these are some of the things that will now give Peter Obi the necessary spread. Already, I told you he has 19 states spread now. What he needed is just uh, five more states, five more states, and he can get it. Especially when they recount some of these votes in Southwest and places like Gombe, because there are allegations that P2B's vote was undercounted in Gombe State. So, and when these things are done, you will discover that where today that Tinubu has 25%, he will no longer have 25% in those states. There are many states today that Atiku Abubakar has 25%. When these votes are recounted, when the votes are compared with what is in the Vivas and what was recorded at the polling unit, you see that their votes will drop. And many of them will not be able to have up to the 24 states with 25% vote cast in those states. So I want the obedience and those who support P2B to get to understand this. That these are the realities why P2B believes strongly that he won the election. That he won. Because when the padded votes given to APC and PDP are taken care of, and Obi gets his real votes, because his votes were caught in several places. And allocated to other people. There are reports that even in Rivers State, it was the vote of APC, allegedly, that was given to Peter Obi, and the vote of Peter Obi was given to the APC. That is how APC allegedly magically won Rivers State. All these things will be subjects that will be cleared. These are issues that will be cleared when the votes from the polling units are compared with what was uploaded in the beavers. It will become very apparent, because we know that there are people allegedly that manipulated and were allocating figures and even got confused in the process of allocating these figures. So these issues will be addressed, and it will become very clear that it will be actually won. So what this video is trying to do is to clear the minds of those who are wondering, how is P2B, who came third, going to come first and be declared the winner of the election? I've given it to you now. It is by comparing what is in the result from the polling unit with what is in the beavers, and by giving P2B his rightful figures. And I gave you a typical example of what happened in Lagos, where P2B got over 983,000 votes, and they were giving him 500 and something thousand votes. And then Tinubu that had about 155,000 votes, they have to pad it and increase his votes to over 500,000. So they have to come and prove where they got those figures from. And by the time all the dust settles, it will become apparent that many places that Aswad Bola Tinubu is claiming that he has 25% spread, he will no longer have them. Especially in the middle belt and in the south, where they claim that Tinubu got 25%. it will no longer be possible. And at that time, it will become apparent that there's no way he could have met the constitutional requirement of 24 states with 25% of the vote cast. And already he's facing a lacuna in the sense that he couldn't get up to 25% in Abuja. The same thing is applicable to Atiku Abubakar. Of course, Atiku Abubakar is seeing the light. It's becoming apparent to him. That's why he's not like Peter Obi who want to see the results compared. Atiku Abubakar want the whole thing cancelled. But despite the imperfection in the election, which Obi acknowledged, and I can tell you for free that Obi wouldn't mind the election being cancelled, but the election being cancelled is far more unlikely than any other thing you can think of. But getting the results, the real results presented to Nigerians, and Peter Obi and Labour Party being allocated their rightful votes, and Tinubu being allocated his rightful votes, it will become clear that Peter Obi won the election. And he will prove it in court. And I can tell you for free that if Peter Obi cannot be able to prove it in court that he won this election, he will not waste his resources hiring any lawyer. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And don't forget to like this video, because when you like this video, Google will rank it higher and recommend it for more people. And with more people watching it, political education will be spreading across the country, and people will be rightfully informed, especially the obedience people who are downcast right now. They will see that all hope is not lost, that they should trust their principal or demand their support, because he's going somewhere. And if that road is not leading to success, Peter Obi will not embark on the journey. He would have surrendered, because if he had seen no chance, if Peter Obi didn't see any chance, he would have just forgotten about the election and begin to think about the next one. But right now, he believes strongly that he won the election. And those close to him has also confirmed it, that he believes strongly that he won the election. You have to trust him. Trust him. Trust him if you are really obedient. God bless you.